Hey guys, so this video is going to be about the time that I think I was catfished twice. So I get fans, reach out to me. I try to message most of them, I try to respond, and this one, she would, if I didn't message her back, she would message me over and over and over and over and over and over and over, like so many times. I was like, what? Okay. And so eventually I was like, hey, I'm working on a video like that, should see it soon, stuff like that. And she would be like, oh, okay, cool. The next day she'd be like, did you order this stuff? When are you gonna post it? When are you gonna do it? I'm just wondering, like, when you're gonna start it. And then, like, I won't answer her, okay? A few days later, ask the same questions over and over and over and over, and I was like, what? So I look at this girl's page, and I was like, what? It was like about, I don't want to like, it was about like, it was like a certain page only. It wasn't really pictures of anyone, it was only pictures of certain things. Like, it was a topic based Instagram, like, say, like, those pages that are like all like pictures of the ocean or trees or something. Like, they just all kind of like had to do with this one thing. And so I was like, what the heck is this? And then I remember one time she was like telling me how I was really pretty, and I was like, thank you. And I was like, I'm sure you're gorgeous as well. And she said, no, I'm not. And I looked at her profile picture, and it was a really pretty girl. So I was like, okay, so it's probably not you in the picture, unless you're just super insecure, right? And anyway, so this went on for like weeks. Like, she just would message me over and over and over, and I was like, okay, this is super intense. And I was like, okay, so I blocked her. I was like, stop. And like, it was a lot. Like, I don't really block people unless they're gross, or intense like that, like where they just won't leave you alone. Like, I don't mind, I'll message you, sometimes it'll take a little bit for me to get back to you, but don't message me like 10 times within the like hour. Like, okay. So anyways, I block her, and I was like, okay, so I'm probably getting catfished. Super minor, she's not like dangerous or anything. So I was like, so I blocked her. And then I want to say like a month or two later, I get a message from this other girl, and she's like, hey, my friend won't stop bothering me about this, and she was wondering when you're gonna do it, and she said she totally understands why you blocked her. And I was like, okay. And I was like, well, tell her I'm still working on it, should be out soon. I just got this shipment of whatever in, and so I can get started on it and all that stuff. And I was like, and then she started asking me personal questions. She was like, wow, so you're like famous on YouTube? And I was like, not really. I'm really small, you know what I mean? I was like, it's not that big of a deal. And she was like, no, you are, you totally are, and all this stuff. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at her profile, and it had just been made like within the last 2-3 weeks. Like, the page had just started 2 to 3 weeks before I get messages. So it's likely that that page is not real. If you've seen any Catfish episodes, that page is not real. It's not. I don't know what to tell you. There's little followers, there's barely any pictures. Not real. Okay, so I'm like, oh, okay, so did she make another profile and now she's trying to reach out like this way? I'm like, what is? And so I was like, I asked her, I was like, why was your first post 2.5 weeks ago? And she says, what? What do you mean? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, what? And then I think I was like, look, you don't have that many followers. Your first post was 2.5 weeks ago. that means you haven't been on this social media site very long, like at all. And she was like, well, I don't know. She was making excuses, and I was like, black. So I blocked her too, and I was like, why? Like, was that really necessary? Like, I don't understand. Like, this wasn't like the craziest thing. It was just like, why? Like, why do you feel you have to do that? Like, I don't understand what's going on there. Like, I can't think of a single reason other than it was the same girl and she made another profile and faked it with all these pictures. And still, honestly, I don't know. I didn't throw the pictures into a, backwards photo search or whatever, but because it wasn't dangerous, I wasn't afraid or anything. It was just like, really, dude? Like, was that really necessary? Because it wasn't. It was not necessary. No. So anyways, I think I got catfished twice by the same person within like 6 months. It was like, why? I don't know. I just didn't understand why that was necessary. Because I messaged you guys back. So, I don't know. Unless you guys message me like, hey, not gonna do that. But anyways, that's my catfish story. Not super insane. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have like multiple other catfish stories from like when I was younger and I was like dating online and all that stuff, but yeah, we don't need to get into that. But yeah, so I will see you guys next time. If you guys want me to do any reaction videos, I could do that. You could just kind of like let me know, like if you guys want me to do anything, but otherwise I'll just keep telling you guys stuff about myself. So I'll talk to you guys later. All right.